These are two mods every Tacoma owner should have. They are practical, they look good, and they're affordable. Let's get started. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. So today we are installing the OEDRO running boards and the OEDRO bed mat. If you guys are interested in either product, I'll link them down below. And let's go ahead and unbox them. Let's go ahead and unbox the running boards first. So you do get a pair of running boards that are labeled driver's side and passenger side, so you don't mix them up. You do get a manual, and you do get some hardware. Let's go ahead and open those up. Here is everything unboxed. So you do get the pair of running boards. You do get your brackets, which are labeled for you to make the installation a lot simpler. So you get driver's side front, driver's side center, driver's side rear. Same goes for the passenger. You do get a manual that makes the installation super simple because it comes with pictures. And you get all your hardware. Make sure you count them and make sure you have enough. And these are the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a 16 mil socket, 13 mil socket, socket wrench, and a 60 millimeter socket wrench, or a 60 millimeter wrench, but I don't have one, so I'm using a socket wrench, and a torque wrench. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to install it on the driver's side. So you want to lay out your brackets, so front, center, and rear. And you go ahead and use a M8 bolt and washer. And you want to go ahead and install all of them. There's going to be 6 bolts and washers. And you don't want to tighten them all the way. You just want to make sure that they are snug. This is the front bracket here. And you'll use an M8 bolt. Important thing to remember is that the bolt and washer goes in front of the bracket. And you don't want to go all the way tight, just snug. Let's move on to the center. Another important thing with the center is that the bolts and washers will be behind the bracket now. Okay, now the last bracket is the rear. Same thing with this one. You want to make sure the washer and bolt is facing the rear behind the bracket. Okay, let's move on to the next step. Okay, so for this step, it's a lot easier if you have someone to help you, but you can definitely do it alone. So you'll just want to go ahead and put it next to the rails. And grab your M10 bolts. And then you'll slide them through the bracket. And then you'll put your nut on. So you're going to go ahead and finish installing 6 of your M10 bolts and nuts. Do not tighten them down yet. You just want them snug. So everything is snug fit at the moment. So once you have your running boards attached to the brackets, you'll want to go ahead and torque down the M8 bolts to 15 foot-pounds. Just a little correction. So the M8 bolts are actually 12 millimeter and the M10 bolts are 15 millimeter. So let's go ahead and torque them. Okay, so you want to go ahead and torque down the M8 bolts, which is at 12 millimeter to 15 foot-pounds. Once you've torqued down your M8 bolts to 15 foot-pounds, you're going to go ahead and make sure your running boards are even like this, and you'll go ahead and tighten down the M10 bolts and torque them to 31 foot-pounds. And the last thing you need to do is torque down the M10 bolts with a 15 millimeter socket. And once you're done with the driver's side, the passenger side is the exact same installation process. Now that we're done installing the running boards, we're going to go ahead and move to the back and install the bed mat. As you can see, my truck bed is super dirty. We're going to go ahead and clean that up and then install the bed mat. All right, so this has to be the easiest install I've done on my truck. Just throw the bed mat back here and you're done. A tip is to let this sit for a day or so after you've unpackaged it, so that way it can lay flat. Now that we're done with the installs, let's go ahead and take a look at how the truck Here is my review on the OEDRO running boards. They definitely give the truck a more rugged look, almost like a rock slider look, and it's pretty durable. It's powder coated. These are definitely practical if you have children or shorter people. It makes it easier for them to go ahead and step inside the truck. And also, if you have a roof rack, it makes it a lot easier to access your items on the roof of the truck. Another thing that I like about these running boards is that, as you can see, they stick out just a little bit. It's going to help protect your truck from getting hit from shopping carts and also getting door dings. As you can see, my truck is flawless at the moment, and I would like to keep it that way. And I believe these are going to help me a lot. And overall, the installation is pretty simple. It took me about 45 minutes to finish both sides. And the bed mat, it just pairs so well with the tonneau cover by OEDRO. It's going to protect your bed if you want to go ahead and resell your truck. You don't want all those scratches, especially with the bed too. It's made of composite, so it's super slippery. So whenever you want to put your gear or groceries or whatever, they just tend to slide all the way back when you're driving. This is going to stop most of that. And it's also going to make it easier for you to clean your truck, because you could just remove this whole thing and wash it. That's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Check out my other Tacoma mod videos. I'll link them above. And also check out the products. I'll link them in the description. Thank you guys again, and see you on the next one.